I am Purkho Bheel, and you are watching exclusive interview series by SARIM. Today we have very well-known personality with us, Mr. Mohan Rabidas. Mohan is working as a Dalit women rights defender, DHRD of Nagorik Udyog, also been affiliated with Bangladesh Dalit and Excluded Rights Movement, and currently he is working as a regional coordinator of Nagorik Udyog under empowering left behind minority communities to effectively participate in the development process of Bangladesh. So please welcome Mohan Rabidas ji.
Thank you very much for inviting me, and it's my pleasure to be here. And I'm feeling very much proud that you invited me in this.
Now we are moving towards starting our interview. My first question is, Mr. Mohan, tell us about your childhood and the difficulties you have encountered as a member of disadvantaged group. Have you ever felt insecure or have been treated unfairly or discriminated because of your identity?
My childhood was not so easy. You know that there are 6.5 million Dalit community here in Bangladesh. I am from Rabidas community. And we have no any facilities in terms of housing, in terms of human rights, in terms of what it is education. And you will be very much surprised that from among these 6.5 million Dalit people, tea workers people, I am your first boy who completed my graduation from University of Dhaka. And the journey was not so easy because we are treated here as untouchable. For that, in our school, in our colleges, our students didn't welcome us as a mainstream people or as a general people, and we faced a lot of problem in taking education. And as I was a child worker also, I work in tea garden as a tea plucker, and beside my working beside my job task, I continued my study. And after that, I decided that beside my work, I have to take higher education. Then I tried my best to admitted myself in University of Dhaka, and successfully I completed my graduation. And then I involved with Nagrik Udyog and BDRM, Bangladesh Dalit and Excluded Rights Movement. You already heard the name of BDRM. And there are also other Dalit organizations like that, Dalit Parishad and other Dalit movement, tea workers movement, Adivasis movement. I involved in this movement. And after completing my graduation, I didn't join in any formal job. I worked as a community volunteer, as a community leader, and I am not recognizing myself as a leader, but I try to deliver my services for the well-being of my community. That's why the journey was not so easy. And thank you.
Thank you for sharing your thoughts and about your childhood. My next question is, you belong to a tea worker family and has also worked as a tea worker. Being a part of this group, you are well aware of the hardship they face. What motivated you to raise your voice for the workers of tea garden? How you are initiated the movement for the uplifting of their social and economic condition? Have you achieved desired objectives through the movement?
Yes, the things which inspired me in this journey, that was our tea workers or other Dalit people of Bangladesh are very much marginalized, and I thought that for the development of this marginalized community, I have to work for them, and I have to raise up my voice. I have to change myself. I have to educate myself, and after that, I decided that I have to work for them, for my community. Then I formed different organizations, youth-based organizations, and tea worker-based organization. And beside that, I also involved with the organization who are working with this Dalit rights. And when we continued our movement, continued our work, continued our activities, then we faced a lot of problem. First problem is that we are not identified as a Dalit or as a Adivasi or as a marginalized community by the government. Rabidas, I am saying that my community is Rabidas, and I am from Rabidas community. I faced the problem of untouchability. I faced caste-based discrimination, but yet now government didn't recognize ourselves. Rabidas are not recognized as a Dalit yet. At the same time, we are not recognized as a Adivasi or ethnic community also.
Okay.
And we are here facing the problem of identity.
Okay.
And then others social problems, other human rights situation will come later. And when government or when Bangladesh government right now is doing very well in South Asia. Bangladesh is emerging country. Bangladesh is becoming a star and role model of development. But with the marginal, we thought that yes, we recognize your development. We Dalit people saying that Bangladesh is going up, Bangladesh is developing. But we are also saying that this development will be inclusive and will be better when you the government will recognize ourselves, when our human rights will be fulfilled, when our basic needs, basic facilities will be ensured.
Next question is, Dalit are considered as an extreme lower caste of Bangladesh. To what extent they face caste-based differences in access, ownership, education, or employment? What type of prejudice they have to deal with on regular basis?
Thank you. There are different discrimination here, and from among this discrimination, caste-based discrimination is very much what it is miserable and very much painful. And I know that some pain hurt our mind, and some discrimination hurt our heart. This caste-based discrimination is hurting us in our heart. And because in Bangladesh, the forms of caste-based discrimination, one is that here the access of Dalit people in hotel, yet now in some areas, these Dalit people have no any access to take food in any local restaurant or hotel. It is one aspect. Another aspect is that in some localities, Dalit people have no any access in mandir, temple mandir,
Yeah.
in mandir, they have no any access because we are untouchable, we are lower caste, we are the Dalit people in large sense, and we have no any access of mandir because lots of higher class people are coming the mandir. If we gone there, then they will be touched by us, and they become impure, and their prayer will be not succeed, and for that we face problem. Another form is that in society, some societal problem like that marriage ceremony, like that some social festival. In some areas, I'm not telling that in everywhere in Bangladesh caste-based discrimination is existing, but most of areas it is existing right now. In some festival, in some occasion like that marriage ceremony, we people are invited. People invite us. When we gone there, then lots of people become disagreed to take food with us because we are untouchable, and this is a painful situation. And there are some situation which is not describable, which is not like talkable, and I can't describe the situation, how this feeling, how this pain really occurs, and it is very much very much awful situation, and caste-based discrimination existing in Bangladesh yet now, but not all over Bangladesh, but maximum areas, maximum districts of Bangladesh, this caste-based discrimination is also existing. Thank you.
You are an activist who is inclined to fight for the rights of Dalits. So tell us what inspired or motivated you to be a social activist?
It is very difficult question, but it is also my pleasure to inform you all that the things which inspired me very much, because at first I got recognition from my community, from my Dalit community. All the Dalit people of Bangladesh, all the Dalit activists, most of Dalit activists are from non-Dalit background, from many similar, like our Chief Executive of Nagarik Uddog, our dear Zakir Bhai, you all know his name, Zakir Hussain, and other people, all the Dalit people and these non-Dalit people, mainstream people, all loved me, and then recognized myself that you people, you Mohan, can change this society, can work for this society. And when I got the recognition, I didn't involve in any formal job. I come back to my community and working for their rights, working for, you know, that in tea garden area, there are no land rights. We all people are migrated from India 200 years ago, but right now we have no any land right here, and we are getting only $1.4, what it is in Dhaka, 120 Dhaka per day. And it is very low. With this money, the tea workers can't bear their expenses of life, can't educate their children, and face lots of problem. And 120 Taka is very low wages. And as I am a tea worker son, and in my childhood I was also a tea worker, and become graduated, then when a self-motivated come from my heart, I should stand up and work for my society. And I take a quote from Malala Yousafzai, you know, that the activist, women activist, who said that if you not, then who? If not now, then when? I thought that if I not, then who will come forward?
Yeah.
If not now, then when I will work for my community after death? And I selfly motivated, and people's love, we call bhalobasha in Bangla, and we call pyar in our own language. Yes, people's logo ke pyar inspired me to work for my community. This is my
Thank you. Our fifth question is, as you have been working as a Dalit human rights defender of Nagarik Udyog, kindly tell us about it and also brief us the focus areas, prime objectives and movements of DHRD, like how you are supporting and fighting for the rights of Dalits and deprived communities within Bangladesh.
Thank you. You mentioned that the process, how we work in Bangladesh, and This is, I think that yes, we followed different process
Mhm.
for right-based movement and for working our communities. And as a human rights defender, I every time I feel proud that I am a defender. I am a human rights defender. Though I have no any identity, though I am president of some of organization, I am secretary of a few organizations, or I have own organizations also, and I working in Nagari Udyog, involved with Zakir Bhai and other organizations. But from this recognition, I feel myself better as a human rights defender. I mention myself in paper or print media related. When journalists said me that how you will be recognized in paper or you in TV media, I told several times. I told them, please mention recognize myself as a human rights defender. As a human rights defender, we and our with our organization, we follow different process method in working in our working for our rights. One is that in terms of tea garden, we organize different movement like that. It's maybe it's right wages increasement movement for the increasement of our of wages of tea workers. We organize human chain, organize a demonstration, organize press conference, and in caste-based discrimination, we observe, we celebrate different programs like that. Uh, Caste-based discrimination. We know that 21 March is what is Borno Boishomya Bilup, like that caste-based discrimination elimination. With the elimination of caste-based discrimination, we observe that we celebrate this occasion. We talk with our policymakers for our recognition for our rights. We arrange some programs like that, press conference with journalists, and also share our activities, also share our demand with them, and they publish it as a news. We also maintain some networks like that in internationally and internationally. There are some lots of organizations who are working for the development, for the rights of Dalit people. Like that is SARIM is also a renowned organization working for the rights of not only Dalit, for other excluded group also. And right now we are here with you, and someday after some days, it may be our network may be large border, and we can raise our voice internationally also. It is very much possible that you are coming for this, you are sharing your experience, I am sharing my experience, but experience is different, but discrimination is same. I am untouchable. The people of India or Pakistan or South Asia region also untouchable. They are facing caste-based discrimination, but we are also facing caste-based discrimination. The forms of discrimination may be different, but discrimination is same. Discrimination is discrimination, and we were also trying with Nagorik Udyog, on behalf of Nagorik Udyog, BDRM, other tea garden organization or other organization. We are also trying to build an international network. We will from your program, I like to invite the people who are hearing us to build a good relationship, cooperation in South Asia region, to raise our voice for the rights of Dalit people, to fight our rights. And I think that all the marginalized or Dalit people, we can come under one umbrella one day, and nationally and internationally we can raise our voice together.
Thank you for briefing us about PHRD and about your experience. My next question is, you have also been affiliated with Bangladesh Dalit and Excluded Rights Movement. Kindly brief us primary goals of pdrf and how this platform is working to resolve the issues of minorities persecutions.
Thank you. Yes, our first goal is to eliminate discrimination forever, and not only for with so other Dalit organization in Bangladesh. And
Continue.
primary goal is to eliminate the caste-based discrimination from Bangladesh, and the and other goals are to establish human rights here. The human rights, you know that every areas of Bangladesh, human rights are in very odd situation. We are not getting our human rights or exercising our human rights to ensure in human rights everything is covering like that. My land rights is my human rights. My housing rights can be my human rights, and we are working for ensuring human rights also. For that, we work with Human Rights Commission and Human Rights Commission and other Dalit organization, the consortium of Dalit organization. We all forced our law commission to form a law, anti-discrimination law. You know that in Nepal there is the existence in not in Nepal, in South Asia or Asia region, there lots of government have the anti-discrimination act. You know that. And in Bangladesh, there is no any existence of anti-discrimination law. And we raised our voice. PDRM, Nagarik Uddog, and other Dalit and excluded rights movement organization raised voice to enact, to introduce the anti-discrimination law. And government welcome this effort, and they draft a anti-discrimination law. But this law is not yet passed. We are hearing that within very short time, within very few days, this law will be passed. But we are only hearing this what it is hope, but we are not getting any future. We are not seeing how this law will be passed. And yet now we are also working to pass this law. If this anti-discrimination law will be passed, then the people who are facing discrimination can get the justice.
Thank you. My next question is, currently you are working as a divisional coordinator of Nagarik Udyog, empowering left behind minority communities to effectively participate in the development process of Bangladesh. Kindly tell us about this project. What measure your organization takes to increase and participation of minority communities in the development of Bangladesh?
Thank you very much. And with this project, we are trying our best to empower left behind minority communities. In this left behind minority communities, there are Dalit people, there are transgender. We are also recognize transgender Hijra communities. There are marginalized other communities. They can be Dalit or Adivasi ethnic people. And we are trying our best with this project to empower them. And the question is that how we with this project, how will be able to empower the minority community? Because the empowerment of minority community is a bigger issue, is a broad issue. And with this short project, it's a very short time project. And with this short time project, how will we succeed? And for this, we selected lots of organization as a CSOs, and we in our project there are 100 CSOs, CSO civil society organization, and there are 219 change makers. We are telling them the change agent who are working for the rights of their community. This community may be Dalit, the community may be minority, or the community may be transgender community, and we recognize themselves, the volunteers, as a change maker, as a change agent. We are also working for their empowerment. Thirdly, we are working with CBO. CBO means you know that who are CBOs, community-based organization. In our project, we identified 400 local organization. We are calling them as a CBO, and we are trying our best to empower this CBO. We believe that if this local organization, if the local CBO, this CBO can be from Dalit community, this CBO can be from minority community, or other left behind minority communities. And we working for their development. What kind of development? We think that if they become empowered themselves in terms of their organizational skill, in terms of their voice raising skill, in terms of their working skill, and if they become empowered, then they can empower their community from whom they are working for. And because of that, we have several trainings, several courtyard sessions, several dialogue in our working area, in union level working areas, in our working areas, in every union parishad, we organize dialogue with local government, like that local union parishad chairman members, and with this dialogue we trying our best to inform this local government that what are the problems of Dalit and minority community, and how we all together, government and civil society organizations, can work for the development of this community. And the government and local government, regional government, also welcoming us. Yes, we are with you. In our training session, we invite local DC. DC means district commissioners, Upazila Nirbahi officers, and other civil society officers, civil servant, and they welcome our project very much, and they appreciate us. Yes, NGO collaboration can be a right path for the development of the minority community, and they are also helping us for that, and we are very much pleased to deliver our services for the development of left behind minority community. And there are also some other programs like that community level drama show, that Natak Drama, and we arrange display of drama show, and with this drama show we think we become able to inform our messages to mass people, how mass people can work for their rights, can arrange movement. Movement means their right-based activities for claiming their rights, for demanding their rights, for ensuring their rights. We arrange drama show, and there are many other programs. And also it will take time to describe my entire project, and within the short time it's not possible. And we are thanking Christian Aid, European Union, for funding us. It is a funded project. Christian is leading organization. Bandhu Social Welfare Society, Web Foundation, Bangladesh Legal Aid and Services Trust, and Nagorik Udyog jointly implementing this project. It's a consortium project.
You are also awarded with the Joy Bangla Youth Award. You are a remarkable contribution. In your opinion, how can youth play a crucial role in the development of betterment of the society? To what extent Bangladesh youth is contributing in the efforts of securing rights of Dalits, and what kind of difficulties do they face?
Yes, it's a very important question, and I also believe that with SARIM, youth can play a vital role for the development, for overall development in terms of human rights, in terms of citizen rights, in terms of other rights, or for in larger sense for the well-being of the community. Youth can play a greater role, a vital role here. In Bangladesh, the youth are very much youth are not motivated. Youth are not because not motivated because of they are in terms our Dalit people are very much marginalized, very much poor, and for the youth have to work for their for bearing the expenses of their families. If a youth have to work morning to evening for bearing his family and for his family, then how he will contribute to this society, contribute to right-based movement or right-based activities. And but though there are lots of problems, but most of youth coming forward and working for the Dalit people or for the minority people of Bangladesh. And I am very much pleased that I am. It's my pleasure that I am also youth, and I am thinking that as a youth, we know everything. What is the present condition? How we can raise movement like that? We know the how we can use the digital device or digitization or digital media for the for our rights, uh, for raising our voice. And people who are aged, old age, they don't know. I am seeing that you are also youth, and you are in, not a very old age. And because as you are youth and you take this initiative, SARIM, and for that new ideas, new thoughts are coming, and only for that youth are very much important to play a role for the development of the community. You said that the challenges, what difficulties the youth are facing here. Main difficulties is that unemployment, problem of unemployment. The Dalit youth are also stand because it's for what? Because we are untouchable. We are not getting any job willingly. No any organization ensuring our job willingly. They said that if you will be jobbed here, and if you will join with our company, with our project, with our organization, then our other staffs will not be close to you because you are untouchable. If I give you job, my office will not continue. We will not work with you. That is one problem. The second and larger problem is education. Here is not any scope for education. Here I want to mention in tea community there are 1.5 million tea workers here.
Okay.
The tea workers are not getting any educational facilities. Here, tea company think that if we educate tea workers' son, then they will not work in tea garden. They will not pluck tea. And for that, in tea garden, you will not see any high school, any college. University is a matter of great dream. Yeah. And for that, in very plain way, they are not eager to educate us.
Okay.
As we are not becoming educated, for that, only for that, we are not becoming able to change our condition. That means education not is also a bigger challenge for us. And second, third is that the youth of Bangladesh are not getting any hope. Nobody are welcoming them. Tea companies and the oppressors are continuously. And I faced a lots of problem doing movement, doing right-based. I lots of cases. You know the police case and other cases filed for me, against me. because I arrange demonstration, I arrange what michil. Michil means what it is, movement, road show, long march. For that, we have to go to jail. Yes,
Yeah.
and when I jailed, then other youth will think that Mohan Rabidas jailed. Then if I do movement, I have to also go to jail, and it's very much a matter of what it is. Good that I will not participate in movement. But right now, people are coming forward. People are working for their rights, raising their voice. We don't fear. We don't fear about going to jail. We don't fear about torturing. We don't fear about what it is for being tortured. And we think that I think that I will raise my voice. I will work from my Dalit community for my T communities until my death. If any situation will come, that I have to die for my community, I am very much eager. I am very much eager to die, and I want to be the Bhagat Singh. Yes, I think that the life of 90 years old man
Mhm.
is, I think that the life of a 23 years old Bhagat Singh is much more better than the life of 80 or 90 years old age people. If I
Yeah.
died for rights of my T community in the age of 30, then I think that my death worth much more better than a death of 90 years old man. And this inspiration, I am very much eager. I like to go to jail. I like to be died. I like to sacrifice my life because
Mhm.
it's a great honor. It's a great pleasure. I died for the life of my community. It is a greater thing, and I am every time I am ready to go jail. I am ready to die for my community, and I think that every youth should hold this inspiration, should be like Bhagat Singh, like these heroes of our greater Indian subcontinent. And in Bangladesh, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman also, and other the people and other personality and other what it is community leader like that, our in Solomon Da, who right now in India, and our community people Neera Bauri, who I like to share the history of Neera Bauri. Neera Bauri was our tea garden workers who fight against fight for rights, but government, the police officers of Bangladesh killed her, fired her, and he died. And in April, in 13 April, we observed the celebration of Neera Bauri here, and at the same time, in 14th April, we also celebrate the our uh, anniversary of our Baba Sahib Ambedkar also, and we feel that we want to be hold the inspiration of Baba Sahib Ambedkar. Yes, who sacrificed his life for the well-being of our people, and who hold the inspiration, who raised the voice of Dalit people, and only for that personality. If there was no any Baba Sahib Ambedkar, and there was no any Dalits movement, or in our national constitution, our rights will not be included if Baba Sahib Ambedkar was not existed that time. And we seeing that our Bangladesh constitution of Bangladesh and constitution of India is same in most of articles. And in terms of that, I like to thank Baba Sahib Ambedkar very much. And he formulated such a constitution which ensured the rights of Dalit people, the rights of minority excluded people. But the extent is that the matter is that how a government is ensuring this constitution. The government, if any government will be very much inclusive, then they are implementing the rights of Dalit or marginal people. But I am not seeing that we are very much deprived and marginalized in right situation, and how this situation will be overcome. I don't know, but I know that if we come forward, if we all the youth of Indian South Asia or Greater Asia or world will come forward, then we can raise our voice, then we can claim our rights also. Thank you.
Really, I appreciate your efforts and your work you are doing for your community. Very appreciated. My next question is, as you are well aware with the global pandemic condition due to COVID-19, kindly let us know the situation of Dalits in Bangladesh during COVID-19 pandemic. What kind of health and welfare services the government provided to the Dalits?
In Bangladesh, during the COVID-19 situation, I noticed that the Dalit people get the facilities or the opportunities which other people get, and there was no any extra or any separate activities for Dalit people. And yes, some civil society organization come forward for the protection of Dalit people in Bangladesh, and government was also very much concerned. The government of Bangladesh was also very much concerned about the COVID-19 situation, and you notice that in Bangladesh we become able, not 100% able, but most of cases we become able to save people during COVID-19 situation. But it is very much difficult question. I didn't see any, I noticed any initiative only for Dalit people. In general, what other many people get, Dalit people also get these opportunities, but not, there was no any special initiative for Dalit people here.
Okay, now we are moving to our next question. In your opinion, how the different community-based organization and international organization can play a positive role in the social development of the Dalits?
Yes, definitely. Right now, this interview is happening only for the as a result of civil society organization or community-based organization. Community-based organization is pdrf. Also, we can recognize as a civil society organization, Nagarik Udyog and other your SARIM and other national international network. Only for the national international network, today we are continuing this interview also.
Yeah.
Yes, and for that, I think that there are lots of initiatives can be taken by these national international organizations, mostly right-based organizations, Dalit right-based organizations, and through the initiative of this organization, the situation of the Dalit community can be changed, can be developed.
Thank you. What recommendations you would suggest for bringing peace and ensuring the safety of Dalits in South Asian region?
Oh, it's a big question. My recommendation, I am not any personality to recommend this and not oath to suggest others. But from my opinion, it can be an opinion, not for in recommendation, not a suggestion. In my opinion, I think that first of all, we all have to be united. If you united, we stand, divided we fall. First of all, we have to be united from national, international networks, and sit each together and have to discuss face to face how we can solve our problems. And the question is how we can develop our situation. This is a question. One can be, we can formulate some policies for our own, and we can recommend government. We can place these policies before government. You government, or you the international organization like that, UN organizations can follow or can take our policies, the development policies of this policy named as like that, the development policies of Dalit and marginalized communities, and we all can formulate these policies and these strategies, the working plan. First of all, we have to develop work plan, what initiative or what works we have to need to be done. And the second is that we have to study the national and international laws, mechanisms, tools and techniques regarding Dalit rights. Then we have to relate these national and international laws with our regional aspects, because the aspect of Dalit people of Bangladesh quite be different from Pakistan or from Nepal or from India. For that, we have to relate this with Bangladesh, and we have to develop these policies. We have to it can be in the formation of book, it can be a formation of any policies, it can be a formation of any bill, and that then we all these youth and the organization of South Asia or Asia, we can sit together and work with these laws, policies, and these strategies, and we should distribute these policies with these toolkits with other people, and then we can be able to raise voice internationally. And there are other programs or techniques can be taken, and if we all sit together, then we can formulate these policies, and that's only for that we have to sit together. Thank you.
My next question is, Mr. Mohan, how can SARIM collaborate with your organization to help the persecuted minorities within South Asia? You can share, but if you can add something more about it.
Definitely, yes. You people, I noticing that you are doing lots of research, lots of efforts, and lots of interviews, lots of you are generating lots of ideas how the Dalit and minority and excluded community of Asia or South Asia can be identified, and you people are doing the right thing. First of all, we have to research what we need, and first of all, we have to talk with lots of people, lots of resource person like that. You are talking with me. You are all are to your organization talking with me to identify the problems of Dalit and minority and other people of Bangladesh. Yes, this is also a right way, because unless getting the idea what extent the people of Bangladesh are facing, you can't formulate any plan or you can't formulate any project. But most of cases I'm seeing that most of organizations formulate consortium project, consortium programs without discussing, without assessment, without any research, without any needs-based assessment. Yeah, and you people are doing this right thing, and we appreciate your work. We appreciate your motive, and I think that you can play a great role. The another thing is that we can initiate all together a project with for working with young people.
Okay.
We can formulate a Dalit or minority or human rights youth-based organization. Because when youth will come forward, when youth will formulate any organization, formulate any policies, formulate any project, formulate any program, then there is 100% probability or possibility to be completed successfully. And I also can recommend, not recommend, I also can share my opinion that we can formulate a youth-based organization. And this or the rule of this organization will be to research their national laws, and after researching their national laws, they have to be relate this with their condition, with their aspect, and we have to study international laws, and we have to relate these international laws with our local aspect, because we are talking about Asia, South Asia region. Problem of your country, problem of Nepal, problem of Sri Lanka, problem of our Asian region countries cannot be same.
Mhm.
Problem can be same, but Human Rights Declaration of United Nations,
Yeah, of course.
UNGP, United Nations Guidelines for Business and Human Rights, United Nations different convention, different treaties, different laws, different mechanism cannot be different. The mechanism, laws, national and international laws, constitution is same, but forms of discrimination is differing. We have, if we learn about the laws, techniques, policies, and we relate this our different forms of discrimination, then we can come into a conclusion that what we have to do and how, what types of program or project can be initiated. But we think that without any assessment, the project can run, and after completion of project, there is no result.
Mhm.
For that, youth can play very much great role. I will welcome you. I am very much eager to welcome you. SARIM can take this initiative, and from Bangladesh, I can help you. And as I am a youth activist and working with Nagrik Udyog, pdrf, and other organizations, tea workers organizations, I'm also a tea garden boy. And not only working, or we have association with our marginalized people, we have association with mainstream people also. We can also we can also invite mainstream organization also, mainstream youth also. We can bridge mainstream and marginalized youth and organizations and can work together. From Bangladesh, I can help you. I am very much eager to help you in this aspect. Please let me know what type of help or how I can contribute to form a youth-based or to form a organization. It can be youth-based or it cannot be youth-based, but a organization, a strong Asia or South Asia region organization is very much needed for changing our situation for the development of Dalit and minority community. Thank you very much.
My next question is Mr. Mohandas. Would you like to join us in Karachi, Pakistan for our next international conference, which will be take place shortly after the pandemic ends? Would you like to join us?
Pleasure. I am very much eager to sit with you, to see you, to work with you all people, because we have to stand up and we have to come forward. And it will be, you are questioning me. Either I will go in your country or take part in online or participate in this opportunity. It is an opportunity or not. And it's not a matter of question. It is a matter of pleasure.
Thank you very much for your time and your efforts. You shared well about your experience. So thank you very much and dhanyavad.